Hi, I'm Jun Francisco, Director of Collections Management at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Museum in Cleveland. We are at the secret location for the Rock Hall, where we store a lot of our artifacts that are not on exhibition. That's off-site. And what I have here is the Rage Against the Machine van that they used during their early years. This is Tom Morello's donation to the museum, and we just received it today. So we're here to inspect the raw piece. As you can see, it's very, very dirty. It came from a storage area. So what we're doing today is really just looking at what we have and what we need to do with it before it goes on exhibition. We didn't know what to expect, so it could be, well, definitely paperwork. We were looking for paperwork, van registration. We found that. We also have we found some clothing materials, mostly soccer jerseys. So those are the things we found. We are still going to inspect a little bit more. We might find a few more things here and there, but primarily I think we found basically everything that we need to, that might be salvageable. Among other things that we found inside the vehicle is actually some leftover Chinese food, some fortune cookies, and some other items. The reason why we're using face masks and gloves primarily for our own protection, because we don't know what we're going to find in the vehicle, and also what kind of chemicals are lurking. And so that's one. And another thing is that we might find some things that might be sensitive. We don't know. So we wear gloves just for protection for us and for the artifacts that we might find.
We talked to Tom Morello's assistant and asked for anything related to the van. What was in the van during the time that they were traveling, and they were saying that it's mostly the stuff that they use, the guitars, the equipment, all that stuff. So we asked them if there's anything in their possession that they used during the time that they could loan to us, so we could present it with the vans to create a much complete picture. Tom actually loaned us an acoustic guitar that he used to write the song Killing in the Name of, a 1992 song. And when we have a kick drum, a cowbell, drumsticks, snare, and some cymbals. After we received the artifacts, we had to process into the collection. We had to do condition reporting. We had to describe it, put it in a computer, so we have an inventory of what we received from the band.
People come up.
If you remember, when the van came in, it was really dirty. It was really filthy with all the stuff that was in the van probably about 6 years when they pulled into the storage in California and left there for about 6 years until we asked for it. And when it got here, everything was still there. And so everything was still there. And so we had to clean the whole thing up. We had leftover Chinese food. We had clothing in there. We had paper. We had trash. And so those things had to be cleaned off. We took out all the carpeting, the wooden panel at the bottom, and just hosed the whole thing down. Getting the van from our off-site storage to the Rock Hall is not an easy process. We have so many people involved. We have our exhibition crew, Andre Septabic, the head of the exhibition, the preparator, and Greg Palumbo helped us with this, along with John Sloboda and a bunch of other staff from the Rock Hall. We had to push the van in, get him off the truck first, and get the van in through the building and set it up. Once the van gets here, we brought all the artifacts out that the band loaned to us, all the instruments. And then we had to bring it to the van and kind of play around with it. It's kind of one of those things that's kind of hard to pre-plan. Just kind of get and see the feel of it, how it looks. And make it look like the band just drove in with all the artifacts in there, and we just opened the door and showed it to the public.